Hello everybody, it's Bounce and Rhyme time! Hello everybody, my name's Tim Yao. I'm the Community Pioneer in Roundhouse Park and Cringleford, and today's session is pre-recorded, so I had a meeting today, so I did this yesterday on Monday, but hopefully I've chosen some lots of good songs, and I don't know if it is a sunny funny day, but I'm sure it will be a sunny funny day on the inside. Well, to start off Bounce and Rhyme, we need two things, don't we? First of all, we need our cuddlies, that's right. So wherever you are, go and get your cuddlies. Go on, I've got mine over here. Here he is. Fluffy says, hello. Hello from Fluffy. So go and get your cuddlies. I wonder what cuddly you've got with you today. Have you got your rabbit or your tiger? Or maybe you've got your doggy? Or maybe you've got your teddy bear? Well, wherever you are, go and get your cuddlies now. The other thing we need for Bounce and Rhyme is our instruments. Now, you can have any type of instrument you want. You don't always have to have a special instrument, but something to bang or shake to have fun with. But today, I've got my instrument. Now, can you guess what it is? Already, get your ears ready. Have you got your ears ready? Ready, and listen, and... Well, what was that? Should we listen again? Ready, That's a funny noise. Well, it is my hooter. It's a noisy hooter. You might see one on the front of a bike or maybe an old-fashioned car. Noisy, noisy hooter. Well, I've got my cuddly, Fluffy, and I've got my hooter. So now it's time for our hello song. So are you ready? I'll count you in. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. How are you? Hello everyone, how are you? Hello everyone, how are you? How are you today? Yay! Well, I hope you're all doing really well today. So, we've got our cuddlies, we've got our song, so now it's time for our craft. Well, let me show you what we're going to make today. I'm just going to put Fluffy down. Today, we're going to make a flaming torch. Oh, the fire, the fire. Oh, now, you can't see that very well, but it's a flaming torch. Although it's not really flaming, it's not really hot, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this, because I'd get burned. Oh, hot, 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 hot. It's just a paper one. So we're going to make one of these today, and it'll help us tell our story. So what you need for your paper torch is this. All you need is some paper. You need some sellotape, you need some scissors, now be careful, scissors are sharp, and you will need some colour, so I've got some red and yellow, and I've got an orange one too for the colour of fire. So first things first, we need to make the handle of our flaming torch. So to do this, all you do is get a piece of paper. Now this is a scrap bit of paper, so it doesn't even have to be a clean bit of paper. And you roll it. So this might be a bit tricky, so you might want to get your parent or carer to help you, but you just roll it like this. Now, if you want a bit of help, if you might find it easier to help you, you might want to get a pencil to roll it around, or a pen, just to smooth on. So here's a pen for me. This is what I might do. So hold the pen there like this, and then bend it round and roll it like this. Roll it around the pen or pencil, or maybe even a stick if you've got it, but roll. Right, make it nice, and then you can just move it, and the pen should drop out of the end. There we are. Ta-da! So I've got my rolled up paper for the handle, for the torch, the flaming torch. Now, if I let go of it, it'll come loose, so I need to put a bit of sellotape on it. You could use glue or Pritt stick, but I think sellotape works the best. I've got a little bit of sellotape here, and I just stick it around the middle, and there you are. Now, that's no good. It's not flaming it, is it? Because it needs to be a flaming torch. So what we need to do is make some flames. So to do that, all you need is another sheet of paper. Again, I'm just using some scrap paper because, well, I've got it hanging around. Now, I've got my blank piece of paper there, and I'm going to draw some flames. Now, does anybody know what shape a flame is? Well, next time you see a picture of a flame or a candle flame or something like that, you notice it's almost shaped like a leaf. So I'm going to get my red and I'm going to draw a leaf shape. Oh, you know what? You cannot see it on my camera here. I am just going to turn the light levels down. See if that helps. Just for this bit. Ah, you can just about see it. There we go. So I'm going to do some leaf shapes. There we go. Okay, leaf shape. Now you can do as many or as few as you want, but I'm just going to colour them in quickly. Now, fire colours. Usually you're thinking of red, yellows, oranges, those kind of things. But you can have as many flames as you want. If you've got any red paper hanging around your house, or it could be scrap paper, because we're only going to cut it up, you could use that. Or if you haven't, you could do what I'm doing. You could just colour it in and do your own flame colour. So I'm adding some yellow here, look. Yellow, 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 yellow. Now, you know, you can get different coloured flames. So if you wanted to, you could do green or blue or purple or orange or whatever colour you want. Because, you know, when you see fireworks, they're all different colours and they're just kind of different coloured sparks and flames. But normally a fire is either yellow or orange, isn't it? Those kind of colours. So that's what we're going to go for today. A yellow or orangey colour. Now I've done my leaf-shaped flames. Sorry, that was my printer just turning off. Sorry about that. I've done my leaf-shaped flames. And now we're going to cut them out. So, easy peasy. Remember, if you find using scissors a bit tricky, then you can always get your parents or carers or a big brother or sister to help you out. So I'm going to do this ever so quick. Now when you do yours will be ever so neat, won't you? And when you do your colouring, you could do yours on a table. I did mine standing up just so it's easier for you to see it. There you go. Down we go. That's 2 flames. Okay. Oh, it's dropped on the floor. I hope I don't lose them. And that's kind of 3 flames. Okay, and finally we're doing 4 flames. Now I says I'm doing mine ever so quick, but when you do yours will be super, super smart and super, super neat. Okay, ta-da! So I'm just going to pick up my flames. 1, 2, 3, and 4 flames. Okay, like I said, you can do as many as you want. Now I need to stick them onto my torch, my flaming torch. There we go. So I've got my torch here. Now, again, you could use glue, Pritt stick, but I find that actually the sellotape works the best. So I'm going to get a bit of sellotape. Okay. So I've got a bit of sellotape. I'm going to stick it on the end there, like this, and then I'm just going to stick it to the end of my torch. Now, that's a bit flat, isn't it? So I'm going to add some more. Okay, so I'm going to do another one on the other side. There we go. And then another one. I did 4 flames. I think you'd probably need more than 4 flames. You know, try and put on as many as you can, because that'll make it look even more like flames. You know, if you had crepe paper, that would be amazing. That would look really well. But not everybody's got that hanging around. But everybody's got some scrap paper hanging around, haven't they? So, here we go. Right. So here, I've got my 4 flames, and there they are. Can you see them? It's flaming. It's fire, fire, fire. And if you shake it around, whoa, it looks like a torch. Right. So that is my flaming torch. I wonder what your torch is going to look like today. How many flames will you have in it? Will they be different colours? Will you use reds, orange and yellows? Or maybe you'll go and use some other colours. If you do make one, I'd love to see a picture of it. Just get your parents or carers to take a picture and post it on the Facebook page. Great, well, I'm just going to turn the light levels back up again so you can see me okay. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so that is our torch for today. Right, well, it's time for our story. Now, can you remember last time in a story we talked about Deborah? And Deborah was a judge of Israel, and her job was to make sure she helped people make right decisions. But she met someone called Barak, and they went to war and they won a battle. Can you remember that? Now, when we did that, where is my thing? Where is it? We made something, didn't we? That's it. We made Deborah's palm tree. Can you read Deborah's palm? Here's one, look. Remember that? It's called Deborah's palm tree because Deborah the judge would sit on the palm tree and help make good decisions with people. So I'm going to put that back. So now, they lived, for the people of Israel, the Hebrews, they lived in a time of peace. But then, after about 40 years, they forgot again. They forgot to do what God wanted, and they started doing bad things, and they weren't doing the right thing, and they got themselves in a right pickle. Well, in that time, along came some new baddies, and they were the Camel Riders. The Camel Riders of Midian. There they are. And the Camel Riders, can you hear the bells? The Camel Riders of Midian were vicious and terrible, and they would come in, and they would come into the land of Israel, and they would steal the crops and burn the houses and steal the sheep and the cattle. And the Hebrews, the Israelites, were so scared. They hid. They ran for the hills. Run away, run away. And the Midianites, the Camel Riders, were chasing them. Chase, get them, Israelites, chase them. Whoa, run for your life, run. So the Israelites, they hid in the mountains in caves because the Midianites would come and they'd attack and steal and burn things. And it was a horrible time. For 7 whole years, 7 years, things were really, really hard because of the Midianites. Now, there was a farmer, and his name was Gideon. And Gideon was afraid. In fact, he was hiding. He was hiding in a hole in the ground, and he was threshing his wheat to try and get the wheat because there was so little food, and he didn't want the Midianites to come and steal it. So he was hiding in a hole, getting the grain ready so he had something to eat. And he was hiding and hiding. Are you good at hiding? Do you ever play hide and seek? Well, Gideon and all the Israelites were hiding all the time because they were so scared. It wasn't just for fun. It was scary. Can you show me your scary faces? The Midianites are coming. Well, he was hiding in a hole in the ground. And then he heard a voice saying, "The Lord is helping you, and you are a strong warrior, Gideon." And Gideon was like, "Me? A strong warrior? You're joking, are you? I'm just a farmer." He said, if that's an angel, listen, angel, I'm telling you this. If the Lord is helping us, then what's all this about? The Midianites are coming and stealing and killing and taking away things that's not theirs. Why are all these awful things happening? I remember the stories about how God helped the Israelites in the wilderness and provided for them, but I don't see that now. It's just really, really hard. Has God forgotten us? Has he forgotten all about us? Then Gideon, hiding in his hole, heard another voice. "Gideon! Gideon, this is God. Gideon, you are strong because I am giving you the power to rescue Israel from the Midianites." Gideon. He was going to give Gideon the power to rescue the whole nation. Well, Gideon was like, but how can I rescue the Israelites? I mean, I'm just the lowest of the low. My tribe is the smallest, and I'm the least important person in the whole of my tribe. How can I do anything? I'm just too small. I'm too insignificant. I can't do anything. But God said to Gideon, "You can rescue Israel. You can, because I'm going to help you. And defeating the Midianites will be easy." Well, that was a big ask, wasn't it? Gideon was scared. Gideon felt small. And the Midianites were dangerous. And there were thousands and thousands of them. He was really, really worried. Well, God told Gideon to blow a trumpet. Da 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 da, da da I wonder if you could pretend blowing a trumpet right now. And when he blew the trumpet, he said, "Come, come, men of Israel, it is time to fight. God wants us to fight the Midianites. Come on, Israel." Well, lo and behold, the Israelites did come. It wasn't one, it wasn't two, it wasn't just a few. There was 32,000 Israelites. Hooray! That was a big army. But then God said to Gideon, "Gideon, your army is too big." What? We're going to fight a battle. There's thousands and thousands of those Midianites in their dangerous camels. He said, "No," God said, "you've got too many. Tell the army, say, if you're afraid, you can go home." So Gideon did that. And do you know how many left? 22,000 of them left. Just gone. Wow. That's a lot. 22,000 gone. Well, there was 10,000 left. And God said, "No, Gideon, your army is still too big." What? But there's thousands of Midianites. "No, your army's too big," said God. "Send the people down to drink. And those who drink, putting their mouth in the river, right? And those who lap like a dog, see which one does which. Those who drink from the river, tell them to go home. And those who lap like dog, they can stay." So off they did. It seemed a bit odd, but only 300 men lapped like a dog. God said, "Yep, 300. That's your army. Because people need to know that it's me who fights for you. That it's not the Israelite army that's going to win." So Gideon and the 300 men were camped on a hilltop, and down in the valley there was the Midianite army, and there seemed to be thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And God said, "Now's the time, Gideon, go. But if you're scared, go down and spy on the camp and see what you hear, and then you won't be afraid anymore." So Gideon creeped. Can you do some creeping? Creeped. He walked quietly and silently. Shh. And he went down. Can you do some creeping? Creeping. Shh. And hiding. He was hiding. And he hid and he watched the Midianite camp. And there was thousands and thousands and thousands of them. But he overheard some of the soldiers speaking. And they said they were afraid of Gideon. Afraid of little old Gideon. Well, Gideon took courage. He went back to the men and he said, "Now God says it's time to attack. But instead, with chariots and camels, I want you to bring a light, a torch. Bring your flaming torches. But we're going to hide them. Don't let anybody see them. Hide them in a clay pot. And bring your trumpets." So the 300 men, they surrounded the Midianites. And when Gideon said go, the Israelites, they blew their trumpet. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Can you blow your trumpets? Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. And they brought out their torches. Can you bring out your torches? Psh, and the flames and the noise. And Gideon's men went, "Ah! Attack!" And there was such chaos and mayhem, and the people were tripping over each other, and it was dark, and the Midianites didn't know what was going on. So much so that Gideon and his army of 300 men, they won the battle. Hooray! 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 And that is the story of Gideon. Well, what an amazing story. I wonder if you ever get scared like Gideon and the Israelites. I wonder if there's anything that makes you feel a bit afraid. It might be something like spiders. It might be the dark. Or maybe it's something outside, noises and things that are creepy. Sometimes we get scared. And sometimes it's right to be scared because, if there's a big dog with vicious teeth and he's barking, and he's jumping at you, It's normal to be scared, because when you're scared, it tells you to step back, run away as fast as you can, keep out of the way of the nasty dog. So sometimes there are nasty things we need to be afraid of. But even then, when we get afraid, sometimes it stops us from doing what we need to do. You know, when Gideon asked his army of 32,000, he said, "Are any of you afraid?" And 20,000 of them said, "Yeah," 22,000, and they left. Can you believe that? That's how scared they were. You know, the difference between being brave and afraid is that brave people are still afraid, but they just do the job that needs to be done anyway. Sometimes there'll be things that make you afraid, like you might see a spider or something like that, and you won't want to go near it, and you might have to go to bed, or you might have to do a job, and you might be afraid, but it's okay. Have courage. It doesn't mean you don't feel afraid, it just means that you are brave enough to get up and do it anyway, to get rid of the spider or to do the job that needs to get done. So my prayer for you, like Gideon, is that when you do get scared and it stops you from doing something that you need to do, I pray that you'll have courage, and that even though you're feeling afraid, you'll get the job done anyway. Well, that is the story of Gideon this week. Thanks, Gideon, or Fluffy. Let's put him down. So now it's time for our singing time. So, have you got your instruments ready? Okay, I know I haven't had any requests, but I've chosen some good songs. And our first song today is If You're Happy and You Know It, Clap Your Hands. So, you might need a bit of space for this one. Alright, are you ready? I'll count you in. 3, 2, 1. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. Boom, boom. You're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. Boom, boom. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. Boom, boom. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head. Nod, nod. You're happy and you know it, nod your head. Nod, nod. You're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head. Nod, nod. If you're happy and you know it, turn around. If you're happy and you know it, turn around. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, turn around. If you're happy and you know it, do a 4. Clap, clap, stamp, stamp. Nod, nod, turn around. You're happy and you know it, do a 4. Clap, clap, stamp, stamp. Nod, nod, turn around. You're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, do a 4. Clap, clap, stamp, stamp. Nod, nod, turn around. Sit down. Yay! Well done, everybody. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Woo! Hope that's not tired you out too much. Well, that was it. Happy and you know it, clap your hands. Well, next up we've got a counting song. And this song is about 5 speckled frogs sat on a speckled log eating some most delicious grubs. Yum, yum. Okay, I'll count you in. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. 5 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log eating some most delicious grubs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 4 speckled frogs. Glob, glob. 4 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log eating some most delicious grubs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 3 speckled frogs. Glob, glob. 3 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log eating some most delicious grubs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 2 speckled frogs. Glob, glob. 2 little speckled frogs sat on a speckled log eating some most delicious grubs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there was 1 speckled frog. Glob, glob. One little speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious grubs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were no speckled frogs. Glob, glob. Well done, everybody. That was the speckled frogs. I went for a walk the other day, and my oldest son saw a frog swimming around in a ditch. I wonder when you go out for walks, whether if you keep an eye out, you might see some speckled frogs swimming along. Right, well, let's have our next song. This next song is a good action song, and it's Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Now, to do this, you might want to sit with your parent or carer, or maybe your big brother or sister, or you can get your cuddly, you can sit them with you, and they can do the rowing. Okay, I've got my Fluffy here. I'll let you decide what you want to do. Okay, I'll count you in. 3, 2, 1. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Now we're going to go down the river. Row, row, row your boat gently down the river. If you see a polar bear, don't forget to shiver. Shiver, shiver. Cold. Now we're going to go to the shore. Row, row, row your boat gently to the shore. If you see a lion, don't forget to roar. Did I scare you? Okay, now we're going to go down the creek. Are you ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the creek. If you see a little mouse, don't forget to squeak. Squeak, 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 squeak. Okay, now we're going to go down the stream again. Are you ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Ah! Oh, did you scream? How loud did you scream? Oh, I think I might be a bit scared if I saw a crocodile. Would you be, Fluffy? Yes, Fluffy says yes. Right, well, that was Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Okay, well, let's have our next song. And this song, we're going to have a marching song, because we're going to sing the Grand Old Duke of York. So for this one, you need a bit of space. Whoa! You want to stand up and salute. And attention! Are you ready, soldiers? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, the Grand Old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Are you ready, soldiers? Let's do that again. Attention! Salute! Here goes. Oh, the Grand Old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Well, that was the Grand Old Duke of York. I wonder what he was doing marching up and down those hills. Was he looking for something? Or was he just out for a bit of socially distanced exercising? Who knows? Right, let's have our next song. Now this song is a bit of a quiet song, because we're going to go round and round the garden like a teddy bear. So for this one, you can either get your teddy and go round their little garden, or you can get a grown-up and you go round their garden, or get the grown-ups to go round your little garden. I'll let you decide what you want to do. Are you ready? Are you ready, Fluffy? He's ready. Here goes. 3, 2, 1. Round and round the garden like a teddy bear. 1 step, 2 step, tickly under there. Oh, let's do it again, but this time we're going to go round the haystack like a little mouse. Are you ready? round and round the haystack, like a little mouse. 1 step, 2 step, right inside the hat. Tickle, tickle. Do you like being tickled? I don't think I like being tickled. I like tickling people though. Right, well let's have our next song. Next song, there is about a little mouse. Squeak, squeak. And squeak, squeak. And the mouse runs up the clock. Yes, it's hickory dickory dock. Okay, so you need a clock. And you need your little mouse. Are you ready? Okay, here goes. 3, 2, 1. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. Bong! The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 2. Bong! Bong! The mouse went yoo-hoo. Hickory dickory dock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 3. Bong, bong, bong. The mouse went tee-hee. Hickory dickory dock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 4. Bong, 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 bong. The mouse said, no more. Hickory dickory dock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Oh, that little mouse getting into mischief, running up that clock. Have you ever seen a big clock? Sometimes they have a thing that swings inside called a pendulum. And sometimes they can be almost as taller than me. They're called big clocks. They're called grandfather clocks or grandmother clocks. They're so big. Right, let's have our next song. Well, this song, we are going to go to the moon. So we're going to need rockets. And we need someone to go to the moon. Now, when you do this, you can either do it with your cuddly and send your cuddly to the moon, whoosh! Or you can get your grown-up, your parent or carer, and you can be the one who goes to the moon and they can whoosh you up to the moon. I'll let you decide what you want to do. Okay, here goes. 3, 2, 1. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we'll get there very soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Let's do that again, yeah? Again, again, again. Are you ready? Get your rockets ready. 3, 2, 1. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we'll get there very soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Into space. Wow. That would be fun, wouldn't it, to go into space? Floating around, looking at all the planets and the meteorites. And maybe you'll see some aliens. Hello! Right, well, you know what? It's time for our last song. And you know what song that is? It's Sleeping Bunnies! That's right! So when we do Sleeping Bunnies, you can either get your cuddly and you can cuddle them and keep them as your bunny, or you can be the bunny and you can crawl up in a little ball on the floor. It's up to you. I'll let you decide. Okay, here goes. See the sleeping bunnies sleeping till it's nearly noon. Shall we try to wake them with a merry tune? They're so still, are they ill? Wake up soon, Shh. Wake up, bunnies! Hop in the bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop in the bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop in the bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. And again, hop in the bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop in the bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop in the bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. Okay, everybody, go back to sleep. We'll do it again. Are you ready? Shh, that's it. Shh. Make yourself small, tiny. Shh, quiet. Shh. See the sleeping bunnies sleeping till it's nearly noon. Shall we try to wake them with a merry tune? They're so still. Are they ill? Wake up soon. Shh. Wake up, bunnies! Hop in the bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop in the bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop in the bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. And again, hop in the bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop in the bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop in the bunny, hop, hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. Well, that's it for Bounce and Rhyme this week. I hope you've had lots of sunny, funny fun. And I hope whatever you do today is you have a great time. And remember to be brave. Be brave like Gideon. Remember, if you make a flaming torch, I'd love to see a picture of it. Send us a picture and we'll see it on the Facebook group. But that's it for this week. Now, breaking news. Bounce and Rhyme is going to be meeting again on site at the Willow Centre. Yay! It's finally happening. Now, we've got a date in the diary. It's going to be April the 13th, Tuesday, April the 13th, 9 to 11 a.m. at the Willow Centre. If everything goes well, as long as the government doesn't change its plans again, and we'll be able to meet together and play and sing songs, and it should be really, really good. Now, check out the Toddlers in Cringleford Facebook page. That'll give you the details that you need. It's going to be limited to numbers, I'm afraid. 15 adults, but as many kiddies as you want, as long as they're your children, obviously. So that's to look forward to. So keep your eye out for the details, how to book in, all that kind of thing. But it's very exciting. Can you believe it's been over a year since we met together? Over a year. I won't recognise some of you. Some of you have grown up so much. So, and for those new people, you come and have some fun with us. Meet lots of new people. Sit and have a coffee and a chat and have a play and a sing-song. Well, keep your eye out. Also, I'm going to put a survey out about Bounce and Rhyme online, and whether that's something you still want to do and still want to interact with. But until then, this is it for Bounce and Rhyme. We've got a few more weeks till Easter, so we're going to keep meeting here Tuesdays at 10 o'clock. Toddlers at Cringleford, Facebook Live. And so if I don't see you soon, I'll see you then. Bye, 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 bye.